I'm at Harpers Ferry National Park, and gonna hike into Harpers Ferry and then hike northbound on the Appalachian Trail. Well, they told me to go check into the ranger station, which I guess is right here. Here's the map they gave me. Here's Harpers Ferry, and here's where we are. That's the ranger station. This is where I'm parked right now. We'll just hike on this trail right here to the bridge. This is the bridge you see people crossing all the time over the Shenandoah River. Pick up the AT on Spiral Staircase there, hike through town, hit the AT here, and then head on out. Hiking trail to Lower Town, 1.5 miles. Strenuous, difficult. Okay, that's where we came from. And that was probably too fast, but that's where we're going. A little nod to Hawk, to Craig Mains. Oh, it looks like there's a parking lot, which I didn't know about. There are spaces in this lot. I don't see spiral stairs. But there's a sign right here that says Appalachian Trail Junction, 200 feet. It's $10 per vehicle, so I guess it would have been a little cheaper, but than what I just paid. Here's a road crossing, and the Appalachian Trail continues on this way, 0.4 miles to the ATC. That'll be cool to check out briefly. Okay, I'll probably go check out the ATC. It's 0.2, and then we'll head back northbound on the AT to see Harpers Ferry, the village. But this is what the trail's been like. Beautiful. The AT comes up those stairs and then just comes straight up to this old college campus that looks like it's now part of the national park. The blazes are different now, so it's a little bit harder to see. It wants us to turn here and then turn here. Fine. Really not much for someone who's not through hiking to do in there, or if you want to buy stuff from the shop like AT shirts and so forth. And there's the Jefferson Rock. Very interesting. I wonder why it's up on pillars. So I guess there was erosion in the rock. It was gonna fall, so in 1860 they put those sandstone supports under it. This is that St. John's Episcopal Church. It's a very quick walk through town. Really cool. Right down a hill, just right through town. And then this is apparently the bridge. 3 national trails: Appalachian, O Canal, and the Potomac Heritage Trail. All right, here's where we're going, across the bridge. And there's where we've been. All right, I don't know if you can see the tunnel there, but we're gonna go down the stairs here and head down the Canal Path. It's almost like you have to know to turn right. Canal Path. So you can imagine they're pretty straight and flat. But it's really cool to be walking along the river here, passing under another bridge right here. This is the rules, bike trails, and the AT goes this way. So now we're leaving the C&O Canal and we're heading north again from the Potomac River. That's where we came from. Whoa, it's a long way down there if you can't tell. And that's where we're going. Just stopped back here for lunch. I'm not sure how far I've made it. I'm going to check my phone in a second. I've already been through 1 bottle of water. So, gonna need to find water soon. I'm not sure how much there is here, to be honest. I know there's a couple shelters coming up. So we'll see how far away those are. Anyway, forgot to say we're in Maryland now ever since we crossed the river back at Harpers Ferry. So okay, I was hoping there was water here, but this turns out to be Gath's empty tomb. So we're heading to the next shelter. It's about 3:26. I've been walking since 10:30, and I ran out of water just a little while ago, probably about 3 o'clock. Alright, so there was water right there by those bathrooms at that spigot. This is Gathland State Park, and I think that's the War Correspondents Memorial. Yeah, War Correspondents Memorial. Pretty unique memorial. There's a blaze. You can barely see it from across the field. There's a blaze on that post with just a single blaze being straight ahead. And here's another one. There's no path. So you're just kind of left to guess. And here's where the trail is, to the right of these ruins. If it weren't for gut hooks, I probably wouldn't have even dared to cross this field because it just doesn't look obvious. Very cool. Alright, so that's where we've been. Here's where we're going. I was planning to get water at this shelter. I just passed a group of adult leaders. Looked like they had Boy Scout shirts on. Well, one did. They were going back down there to get water because they said there was no water at that shelter, which is about 0.2 off the trail. So I'm glad that I filled up. Got plenty of water. We'll just go on and see where we get. I've calculated I can go till 7 p.m. That way I wake up at 5 a.m. can get back to the car by 2 p.m. tomorrow, if I can walk the same pace. Wherever I am at 7, that's where I have to stop. I can backtrack. I mean, I probably will do that. So I'll probably have a couple more hours of daylight. I mean, I might even be able to get back to this shelter. It's 3:47 right now. Yeah, view. Alright. Heading on. Alright, it's a little after 5 o'clock. I did not take a break. That view was about 4:45, a little after when we were at that view. It did not have a name, I checked. But it's looking like something I didn't think was going to be achievable, but I was initially hoping would be achievable, might be achievable, so I'm going to see if we can do it. If we do it, I'll show you. So I'm kind of excited about that, but it just means I kind of need to push until 7 o'clock to see how far I can get. Okay, it's 5:30. Rock Run Shelter. That's where we came from. That's where I'm heading. I don't know if you can hear the power lines, but there's usually a view. There it is. Beautiful. This is the site where 2 generals were killed in the Civil War. I think one for the North and one for the South. We just came from there. This is all part of Dahlgren Park, I think. We crossed a road like this earlier. One of these one-lane kind of deal. And then this is where the trail goes. It's now 5:51. Making good time. Okay, so I just got more water here. It's now 6:10. That's the Dahlgren Park Backpackers Campground. It's free. You don't need a permit. And that'd be a lot easier for me to hit on the way back than that shelter. But I hate to bother people when I get up at 5. Apparently there's a restaurant there where you can get pizza and stuff. Oh wow. Beautiful. So beautiful. Alright, up the hill. There haven't been many natural sources of water, any natural sources of water to speak of. But Maryland's pretty dry, but there have been, I have to say, a lot of parks where you can fill up your water bottle and not even have to treat it, which is nice. All right, another water fountain. I don't know where the AT goes. Oh, there it is, up the hill. It's almost 7 o'clock. That's where we came from. Lots of fun facts about George Washington. AT goes there. Monument's there. Oh, there it is. Looks like it'll be nice when it's done. A lot of stonework probably. Beautiful. Some nice views, few and far between. There's the monument. I'd love to be continuing on the Appalachian Trail north, but I got to admit that I'm kind of glad to be heading back south to go set up my tent and get in it. Someone wrote view on the sign, and obviously that's because they want you to look over there. It is a nice view. So, pretty cool. So basically we're back at this campground. I'm going to set up my tent and hit the sack. Alright, it's 7 o'clock. Back at that viewpoint. I got up at 5, out of the tent at 5:15, and got everything all packed up and was out of there at 5:45. Kind of slow, but I was taking my time, allowing my muscles to get back into shape. Probably won't record much today because we've really already seen all this stuff. That's where we came from. That's where we're going. And the trail is absolutely crawling with these little guys. I mean, everywhere, hopping everywhere. I don't know if you can see them. Little frogs. Alright, it's 9:30, or almost 9:30, 9:22. I've been walking for a little over 3 hours. I stopped to put some Leuco tape on some hot spots I'm getting, and the foot looks really bruised here. I guess it's actually KT tape. So let's do the other foot. Well, that didn't take too long, and the improvement is like 100%. It's just unbelievable. I'm on the towpath again. It's about 10:54. How many ducks can you get on a log? It's 1:45. I should be back at the car before 1, I would think. I don't think I'm more than a mile away. It's getting hot. It is 12:15. Started at 5:45, so I've been hiking about 6 hours, 6.5 hours. I anticipate that the car is about a mile away, so maybe not even that far. I'm hoping that I'll be back. It's a little uphill getting back to the car, but maybe by 12:30, definitely by 1. I'll report back there. It's almost 1 o'clock, but I've already been back to check in to make sure I didn't need to check in with the rangers. Yesterday I walked a total of 21.4 miles to get to the Washington Monument. Then I went back 2.2 to the campground. So that gave me, I believe, 23.6 on the day. And then today I walked 19.2 back from the campground. So a total of 42.8 round trip, 42 miles, almost 43 miles. Maybe I should just go walk 0.2, but I don't feel like it. I'm going to take off my shoes, put on my Crocs, and head out of here. But I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you next time.